Hello there. This is Nothing But Nails. And I realize that this video is going to be straying away from the formula. But I just feel a need to make this video. Now I'm going to have to kind of put my glasses on a little bit. Yeah, now I can see better. All right. Let me clean them first, but I'm still going to talk anyway. But I have another channel where I do just chit chats and I talk about a lot of random subjects, and I only have about 4 videos on that channel right now. But I felt the need to come on here and do this video because of the fact that, I'm gonna call this video, I think this video is going to be something entitled about just be real or just be yourself. I find that there are a lot of people who are wonderful people who really have wonderful personalities, but they feel the need to try to be something more than what they are to fit in with certain people. And I feel like anytime that you have to alter being the person that God made you, the wonderful, beautiful person that God made you. And let me get this before I say any more. I'm not talking about wigs. I'm not talking about nails. I'm not talking about makeup. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about personality. Because, hey, we all need some enhancements. Thank God for all these outer enhancements. Because some of us who really don't have total natural beauty, thank God for the enhancement that helps us to, keep up with a few other people. But anyway, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your personality. People feel like they have to put on, trying to be more than what they are for the people that they're around. And for me, it's just too much work to do that. And I'm going to tell you something. One thing you have to learn is that one person that you're never going to be able to get away from is you. I don't care what you do. You still going to have to spend time with yourself sooner or later. So my thing is, why not just be who you are from the beginning? Because it takes too much to try to alter me to fit in with these people over here or this person over here. Then I got to alter me to fit in with this over here. And I can't be that many people. I'm only me. I'm the kind of person, I'm a take it or leave it kind of person. That's me. I am the way I am. And you can take it or you can leave it. I don't mind. I'm not going to be mad at you because you don't like me. Everybody's not going to like us. Everybody is not going to like you. And we have to understand that. And you have to be happy with who you are. You are the only person that you can be. You can, for a little while, people can pretend to be somebody else. Some of that's called acting. They get paid good money for it. But I'm talking about in everyday life, just in everyday life. You have to continue to be you. And, no matter who you try to put yourself out there to be around people, at nighttime, when the day is done and you have to come home, you still have to be you. You still have to be with you, like it or not. You are who you are. And you have to learn to love you where you are. Because people that people that try to alter themselves to fit in with certain people, there's something wrong with people inside like that. I mean, there's something wrong inside of people like that. And it's really sad when people have to be that way, because for me, it would be too much work. And I'm not going to put up that much effort for anybody. I am who I am. Take me or leave me. I'm not going to be mad because you don't want to be around me. I'm not going to be mad because you don't like me. Everybody's not going to like me. Everybody's not going to like you. So we have to learn to accept ourselves the way we are, our personalities. Stop trying to raise yourself up to be like somebody else. Be who you are. And I found that when people are really themselves, they really are more likable. You don't, if you never are yourself, how will you ever give people a chance to get to know the real you? You feel like, well, I've got to do this because this person has all this, so I need to act like I got all this, or I need to, try to be this so I can fit in with them and they'll accept me. Anybody who doesn't accept you the way you are is not worth being in your life. Simple as that. And I mean, we just have to learn to get that. If people would just understand that, and most of the time, I found that when people are themselves, they are much more likable. I know a person, a lady, that she, most of her life, she spent, trying to make herself seem like she's more than what she is. But on occasion, I have seen the real her. And to be honest, the real her is a beautiful person. Because the real her has a wonderful sense of humor. She's so funny. She really is. And I love to laugh. I'm the kind of person that I just love to laugh. And so she makes me laugh when she's just being herself. But, it seems like when she gets around certain people, then this whole other person begins to come out that I don't know who it is, but I can take her either way because I understand how she is and I understand her, so I can take her, the phony her and the real her. I can take either one. And so therefore, we really need to learn to love ourselves more. And I'm not just talking about I ain't talking about just black women or anything. I'm talking about everybody needs to. Anybody that's spending their life trying to fit in with people and trying to alter, your personality and trying to act like you're all this so I can fit in with this group and act like I'm all that so I can fit in with that group. And you know what? If people do not accept you the way you are, they are not worth being in your life anyway. So we have to learn this. And I'm going to tell you something. People have to learn to love themselves because, like I said earlier, you are the one person that you're never going to get away from. Everywhere you go, you're there. So, we need to learn to live with it. Do what you can to beautify the outer, but you know what? A lot of times, if people would just be themselves from the heart, people that count worth anything will accept you the way they are. The way you are. And if you're around people that, you can't come out and just let them know that, well, if you, I'm just using this as an example. Maybe you're renting a car to be around some people because you drive a little hoopty or whatever. Honey, let me tell you something. If people don't accept you in your hoopty, you can't keep up the facade of all this other stuff. And I just use that as an example. But, if you're trying to act like you're trying to keep people from knowing where you live at because you're trying to act like you live up on the hill or you live in a condo or something like that, and you live in the projects and you don't want people to know, so you're always going to visit them and you don't want them to come to your house. It's just too much work because I'm going to tell you something. Eventually, you will be found out. And if you're putting up all this effort to please these people and try to fit in with these people, and if they really find out the real you, they'll drop you like a hot potato. Guess what? They weren't worth your time anyway. So why would you want that in your life anyway? So my thing is, why not just be you? And I will say this much. If you've been so lost, and I know some people who are like this, they've been a certain way for so long that they probably really don't know who the real them are. But I'm going to tell you something. You ask God, help me be the person that you made me to be. And I promise he will do it for you. So that's just my little thing for today. And I am putting this on my Nothing But Nails channel because, you know, I think that, you know, it really needs to be said because you got so many people out here that have so much, they feel that they're inferior to certain people. Let me tell you something. Just because a person has more, a higher education than you do, that doesn't make them any better than you. You are who you are. I mean, you know, like I said, you have to check the people you're hanging around. That's all it comes down to. Check the people that you're hanging around. And if you're having to alter you, I ain't talking about, like I said, I'm not talking about hair, nails, wigs, and all that stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the person, your personality and all this. And you have to duck and dodge and you're trying to hide parts of your life from people. Then you might want to rethink the people that you're trying to fit in with or the people that you are hanging around. Because to be honest with you, if they ever found out the truth about you, if they're that shallow, they're not going to have anything to do with you anyway. So you're going to lose them one way or another. So why not just drop them? Say, you know what? This is the real me. Take it or leave it. And if they leave it, then you'll learn to be much better off. Those are people that you didn't need in your life anyway. So that's just my little rant or my little chit chat for today. And I did decide I was going to post this on my Nothing But Nails channel. Because like I said, I do have another channel where I do chit chats and stuff like that. But I thought this one was worth putting it on. Because you know what? You're a wonderful person. And I'm going to tell you something. You can have a person. I'll just say, since I'm a female, I'll say you can have a female. And she can be the most physically attractive female that there is. But if she got a jacked up attitude, that makes the whole physical thing, you know, that just throws everything out of the window. But you can be not so physically attractive and have a beautiful personality, and people will flock to be around you. You'll be surprised how people will flock to be around you. So let's rethink this. You know, I've just noticed this with a lot of people, and I've noticed that and I know that if you're leading a life like this, it's a lonely life. It really is. That when you're alone by yourself, and which you are, the real you is still there, and you're going to have to eventually deal with it. And you have to get to the place where you say, you know what? I may have to be by myself for a while. And I'm not talking about a man relationship. I mean, if it's that, if you're having to put on this, that, and something other for the opposite sex or something like that, then you might want to rethink that too. Because if a person doesn't accept you the way you are as in a relationship or a friendship, then really you need to get to the place where you learn this person's not worth being in my life, because I think more of me than that. And so that's it. And all right, I've had my say, and everybody have a wonderful, beautiful day. And remember, be the you that God made you to be. And that's a beautiful person. Bye-bye.